What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today, we are going to be jumping into the first ever Team Liquid Brawl Stars tournament. It is the official Team Liquid community tournament, and I am very, very excited to go ahead and commentate it for you guys. Now, keep in mind, there are going to be some growing pains as we get used to this format, as we get used to the edits and the commentary and everything like that. And we may or may not have different people that are going to be helping to cover these events in the future. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be something that we sort of get used to over time. This is the first one I've done, and just generally the first Brawl Stars tournament that I've actually hosted and commentated. So I do think that I'm going to need to get used to this and everything, so just bear with me as we get used to everything going into the first one. But guys, we have some semi-final matches, and we have some very exciting final matches that we're going to be going over today that I am so excited to commentate for you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, the first match of the tournament is going to be Team Hisp versus Team GG. As you guys can see, we are starting out hot with some heavy aggression. Obviously, going into smash and grab, you expect a lot of aggression from high-tier players because they know how far they can extend and not expect to be taken out too easily, at least keeping in mind the sort of placements of them and the enemy team, making sure that they don't go down without, you know, at least taking one other person out and evening out the playing field for the rest of their team. And as you guys can see, we did see an early kill. Morton rather went down. Then we saw the Crow for Team Hisp go down, which is Ramses. So Juan Jr. taking out Kevin Song there. They're going aggressive, taking down the 4-gem Big Nab, and then taking down Cobra as well. Unfortunately, Kevin's not going to be able to go ahead and sort of carry it too much. And that's a lot of firepower to be going up against. This team that Team Hisp is running is very powerful, being able to sort of deny heals with the Crow and then put out a ton of damage, and slow with Spike. And then obviously, you know, Ricochet is just an absolute powerhouse. And then as you guys can see, it's going to work out extremely well for Team Hisp. They're going to go for the double kill, taking down all but Big Nab. And Big Nab's not going to be able to keep this all from going down right now. They have 9 gems on their side of the field, and there's just no way that they're going to be able to stop this momentum, I don't think. I mean, there's not a lot that you can do in this kind of position. That said, you know, Crows tend to have very crazy outplays that happen, but as you guys can see, that push is not going to work out too well. They have the countdown, 13 gems. And Ramses, they're picking up the 10th gem, making it so basically, as long as he survives, they're not going to have any issues. Crow is going to go down from the enemy team, and that's going to be it. Game 1 goes ahead towards Team Hisp. So I'm really interested to see how they sort of move into this next round. I do think that early on, they're probably not going to change up much. I think that worked out extremely well for them, and I think that most likely we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy moving into round 2 from Team GG, because that just didn't work out too well for them, honestly. Moving over to Sapphire Plains for the second gem grab. Again, this is just gem grab. We are only doing gem grab. I think I actually called it smash and grab. Basically, guys, this is just a gem grab tournament. That's all we're doing right now. And in the future, obviously, we're going to be doing other ones. I'd imagine we're going to do some Brawl Ball, some Bounty, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, this is going to be really fun, guys. Moving into the next round, let's do it. All right, guys, jumping into match number 2, Team GG versus Team Hisp. This is going to be an interesting one. As you guys can see, we have a relatively light team going off from Team Hisp. I'm actually kind of surprised that they chose to have this light of a team because, you know, you have the advantage of being able to go ahead and throw out a lot of damage with close-range brawlers, with Sapphire Plains in particular, making it so you can sort of hide in the bushes and then go in with a lot of HP right up close to these sort of high damage, high DPS generally brawlers. And overall, I kind of expected to see a little bit more of that. As you guys can see, they have Crow, who is sort of mid to long range and doesn't have a lot of HP. They have Ricochet, and they also have Bo. Obviously, you know, everyone's going to run Bo with the star power. That just kind of makes sense. But, you know, I'm a little surprised to see the Ricochet. That said, it is working out very well for them early on in this match. I have to say, I'm actually really surprised at how well this is going. I guess this is really what you should expect from high-tier players overall. This is a really dominant performance. They're able to actually go ahead and take out 2 of the enemy team, and yeah, this is not going too well for Team GG, unfortunately for them. They are definitely getting pretty much dominated at this point. There's just this crazy, let's see, what is it? It's, area denial is the word I'm looking for. They have area denial. They have a crazy amount of area denial. Obviously, as you guys can see, Bo having a lot of area denial, but, you know, Team GG trying to go ahead and push and see if they can take someone out to stop the countdown. It is not going to work out. That was an absolutely dominant performance. That was a really, really awesome match, guys. I was about done explaining how the matchup was going to go in my eyes, and then the match was actually done. The countdown was finished, and the game was over. So, moving to the 2-0, only have to win 1 more game for Team Hisp to move on to the finals. Again, guys, keep in mind that you are able to participate in these tournaments if you're part of the Team Liquid bands. Make sure that you join the Team Liquid Discord, and then we'll get you into the Team Liquid event Discord, which is going to allow you to join in on all of this fun stuff. So, overall, guys, make sure you join up with one of us because we're going to have a great time moving forward. This is only the first one, and this coverage is only going to get better over time, especially once we do eventually get spectating, and I cannot wait for that time. Let's go ahead and just jump into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into match number 3, Team GG versus Team Hisp. This is going to be an interesting one. As you guys can see, they made a very slight change, obviously moving into a new smash and grab map that doesn't have a lot of bushes, or at least a lot of connected bushes anyways. They are not going to be using Bo. So we saw the switch from Morton going from Bo to Nita. Very interested to see how this works out. Nita's a fantastic, fantastic choice for this map in particular. And again, right off the bat, we're seeing this absolutely dominant field control. That is so important, being able to sort of control the entire center where the mine is, to be able to just take every outputted gem from the mine. And guys, as you can see, everyone is just really struggling to get things going on Team GG's side. I feel for them right now, guys. This is not going too well. Cobra trying to get something done. He gets supered, he gets poisoned, he's pushed back. He only has a few thousand HP now, and actually less than that, about 1500 when he was pushed back. And then, as you guys can see, Daryl trying to get something done against Nita, but not able to follow up because Crow comes in for the defense. Just this absolutely ridiculous center of the field control. I am absolutely just dumbfounded by this because we're seeing a very powerful team get absolutely destroyed by just a team that's not necessarily going to go well up close. You know, obviously Crow can get absolutely decimated by Daryl if the opportunity is there, but Nita being able to push Daryl back and keep Crow in the middle where Crow can just sort of have that dominant field control is crazy. And guys, that is going to be the countdown. 3-0, a ridiculous performance from Team Hisp. I have to give them props because that was a very fun one. And let's just go ahead and jump into the next match, guys. So, guys, as you saw, Team Hisp has a very aggressive strategy. They get towards the center of the field, and then they go towards the most dominant matchups they possibly can have. Obviously, as you saw, Crow was able to sort of harass the other 2 brawlers, the Barley and Pam, in that last matchup, while Nita took care of Daryl to make sure Daryl couldn't sort of sneak up on Crow and take him out. And overall, that sort of aggressive strategy, then playing defense once they're aggressive enough to get towards the center of the field, is going to be a very powerful strategy moving forward in this tournament. I'm very excited to see what they pull out in the finals. All right, guys, moving into the second semifinal match. We don't have any video footage to show you guys because neither team actually recorded their matches, which is something that should not happen in the future. We are going to be making it mandatory for every team to record at least one player, so, you know, this sort of thing doesn't happen. But unfortunately, I don't have any video to show you guys. Los Españolitos versus Free Win for You. If I mispronounce anything, please let me know, guys. But Los Españolitos took it 3-0, and they actually had a very dominant performance throughout their entire run of this tournament, taking their first round 2-0, their second round 2-1, in their third round, 3-0, making it a total of 7-1 for their run to the finals matchup. And I'm very interested to see what their strategy is moving into the very aggressive Team Hisp strategy. So let's go ahead and just jump into the finals matchup, shall we? All right, guys, now we are going to be jumping into the grand finals matchup, which is Los Españolitos versus Team Hisp. I'm very excited to see how this one goes. I actually had a little bit of a confusion earlier on when I was recording. This is a few hours later because I was actually commentating off of the wrong file before. I thought that we were watching the finals when in fact we were watching the first round matches. So it's all good now. We are going to jump straight into it. Let's do it. Okay, guys, jumping into round number 1, we have the view from Team Hisp. So we are going to be watching Morton again. He was the only one that actually had to record or got to record out of this entire matchup, unfortunately. But we are going to see a really awesome team, definitely something reminiscent of a team that we've been seeing with just Team Hisp in general. They've been running quite a few different teams running around the Spike and Ricochet core. That heavy damage output seems to be doing very well for them, and as you guys can see, going with a double kill early off, a very, very fantastic start, having that nice mind control and maintaining that just crazy aggression that they had with Team GG earlier. Definitely a fantastic, fantastic way to start things off. The 5-gem start is really, really nice. You know, they're getting that control going. Now, they do have a few losses here. But things are starting to turn around, actually. It's not dire necessarily, even if they do lose their mind control for a little while. So I really can't fault them too much because, you know, that just tends to happen with such a fast-paced game like Brawl Stars. But yeah, all in all, this is really fantastic. They have that just area denial from Spike's super, which is insane. They've got 10 gems sitting on Jesse. I don't think that they're going to be able... I don't think that Los Españolitos are going to be able to turn this one around. There's just no way. I mean, Crow doesn't have his super, so you know that that's not going to happen. Crow goes down, Cuss goes down, Mini Slimo goes down, or Slimo. Apologies again if I pronounced your name wrong. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, guys, that was a really insane matchup. Definitely did not go very well for Los Españolitos. We're going to have to see how they switch things up moving into the next round. All right, going into round number 2, we are going to see Mushroom Cave, a very small change moving into the next round from Team Hisp. I'm very interested to see how this actually works out. I know I've said that a lot, guys, but this is really cool. I'm really excited to actually commentate this and see how these high-level players play. And moving from the Ricochet to Crow and from Jesse to Nita, they're expecting some counterplay. I'm almost sure of it. And obviously, you know, seeing how it worked so well, this sort of strategy anyways worked so well going up against Team GG, I'm definitely sort of expecting something like this from them, and they came through with it. You know, this strategy worked out extremely well up against, albeit a very different team with Team GG. Definitely a very, very solid strategy nonetheless, and unfortunately, it does look like Morton is going to go down here from that Crow poison. They are definitely getting pushed back, but again, that just crazy amount of aggression. They have just maintained this throughout. They definitely have practiced, that's for sure. They're very high-tier players, no doubt in my mind, because they have this, like, aggression, and they all maintain this aggression. They all have these matchups. This knowledge is definitely apparent, and I'm very, very excited to see more of their matches in the future. Okay, so unfortunately Ramses is going to go down as Crow. That's not going to be capitalized on, though, fortunately for Team Hisp, because, you know, it didn't look like Ricochet was going to be able to overextend successfully there. He only had about 700 HP. He's going to take down Juarez Jr. there, which is not good. Get a little bit of a message from Cobra there. No, Cobra! Cobra's messaging in the middle of the match. Unfortunately, Morton is going to go down, possibly a little bit distracted by the onslaught of messages from Cobra. Might have to fix that one in the future. Red team going to grab that countdown. And I don't know if there's any way that Team Hisp are going to stop this countdown, guys. This is a very, very solid, locked-in countdown. They have to kill 2 members on the team in 5 seconds. Will it happen? Probably not. I think this is going to be the game. They have a really solid defense, and that will be round number 2, 1-1. That's evening it out. That was a solid match, guys. I have to say, mad props to both of the teams, because it seemed like Team Hisp was expecting counterplay from Los Españolitos, and they sort of countered the counterplay, but it didn't actually work out super well for them. So I'm excited to see moving into the next round if they sort of go for the counterplay again. And possibly, you know, also, I know it's map changes and everything too, but they have to expect some kind of counterplay to the team because it was so successful in the first round. You know, counterplaying that team with another team would probably be a pretty decent idea, and that's definitely going to, if not come into play right now, definitely come into play in future matches, maybe in future tournaments, maybe not even today, but definitely in future tournaments. All right, guys, we are jumping into round number 3. This is going to be an awesome one, guys. We are seeing a bit of a mirror going on right now. We got the Ricochet Spike Jesse strategy that we are so familiar with, but we are also going to be having the same exact strategy from Los Españolitos as well. Definitely going to be interesting. And we're seeing a 1-for-1 going in, Spike versus Spike going 1-for-1, as well as Ricochet going 1-for-1 on the opposite side. Very interesting matchups going down right now. This is just a pure display of skill more than anything, and you guys can definitely see some very high-level thinking going into this matchup. You know, using those shots from the star-powered Ricochet is very, very well done by Los Españolitos, but it's not going to work out very well. As you guys saw, they are going to get double killed and then pushed back. Cuz is going down. Spike is down. That's not going to be good. They are now maintaining mind control, which is very, very important. Again, we've discussed this at length in other videos and even in this video. Definitely going to be almost disastrous for Los Españolitos. They are so far pushed back. The board control is so powerful. The just general denial is so powerful from Spike that I don't think there's any way they are going to be able to come back from this one. Rams is going to take out the opposing Ricochet. Juarez taking out Cousin. That is going to be the end of the match, guys. Good grief. That was crazy. And then we have Cobra going in again. That's hilarious, man. And he had no idea. Cobra, it's all good, man. I know you're watching this. Don't worry about it, dude. But yeah, that was really awesome. Definitely a fantastic just mirror match. And usually, you know, those sorts of things aren't necessarily always going to be very entertaining, but I love seeing them when we're watching so, like, high-tier players because they have very distinguishable different strategies going into each match. And as you guys saw, you know, the just crazy aggression, you know, in the positioning and everything going from Team Hisp, I mean, that is just ridiculous and definitely something that Los Españolitos are having some real issues dealing with. All right, guys, we are going into round number 4. This is possibly match point for Team Hisp, but, you know, we've seen crazier things before, definitely. You know, Los Españolitos could definitely take this one back and just run back the whole thing and win those 2 more matches to take the best of 5. But Morton going to be going up against Mini Slimo right off the bat and getting that early kill. The area denial going down. Oh my god. They are going to get aced right off the bat. Again, this insane aggression and this awesome mind control. They are just doing such a fantastic job. This is really just a pleasure to watch and commentate because they are doing such a great job with this control. You know, this strategy, again, is not the only strategy that they could be using at this point. You don't need to be playing so aggressively at this point, and there are other valid strategies that work on a relatively high-tier basis. So this isn't something they need to be doing, but it is going so well for them that you can't really fault them for continuing to use it. You know, it's such a great job, really. They're sitting at 8 gems right now. Almost have the countdown. 2 gems on the opposing side. Probably going to go up to 3 in the near future. But, you know, they're definitely getting pushed back right now. That said, Ramses is carrying those 8 gems, so that's not really something they need to be too concerned about anyways. We are going to see the push go back for the middle of the map control. Unfortunately, Spike is going to go down. They're going to see the super going down from Cuz, but Cuz is going to go down. We're seeing this. Oh my goodness, no! Gonkuz, oh my god, I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name, man. You gotta tell me how to pronounce your name for the future, just for future reference. Anyways, they got all the gems and they were running it back, but it didn't work out. They were able to actually, Team Hisp were able to push back forward after respawn and get a couple of them back. Sitting at 8 gems now, they are maintaining control. You know, Jesse's sitting back there with those 7 gems. We're going to see the super go down on Morton. Morton is going to fall. Cuz is continuing to be absolutely dominant with Crow. A fantastic, fantastic showing. Even if they don't take this one home, I have to give props for it because he is doing a really solid job in this match in particular. But yeah, oh my goodness, Gonka's going down. That is going to be, oh wow, the countdown coming on there, but that's going to get shut off very, very quickly. And now Rams is going to pick up the 10th gem, and then Juarez going to pick up the 11th gem. Going to continue that countdown, and is this going to be the end of the tournament? Right now, the red team gets the countdown, taking out Juarez there. You've got to be kidding me right now. They are now even 11-11. Who's going to win the trade, guys? It does look so far like Team Hisp is going to win this trade because this is going super well for them. That super is going to connect so well, so well with the enemy Crow. Gonkaz, I believe, or no, that's not. Apologies. I gotta get used to this, guys. But that is going to be the countdown from Team Hisp, and that is going to be the game. With, again, ridiculous aggression and ridiculous area denial. Just a ridiculous showing overall. I have to give the most props to both of these teams because they put it all on the line. It was a fantastic showing and a fantastic match, or a set, rather, to commentate. I really, really did enjoy this, but there can only be one winner, and congratulations to Team Hisp, the first ever winners of the Team Liquid Brawl Stars tournament. And guys, that is going to be about it for this one. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a fantastic one to make. I definitely have enjoyed a lot of the graphics creation and the editing and everything, the commentary and production that went into this, and I cannot wait to bring you more of these in the future. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve this format, any suggestions on how I can improve my commentary, anything at all, I would love to hear it down in the comment section below, because you guys know I love commentating, but you know, I'm relatively new to this style of commentating where it's like I'm doing a live event almost. And especially with Brawl Stars, I've never done that sort of thing before. So if you have any suggestions, anything at all, please let me know in the comment section below. I love to hear it because we will be taking all constructive criticism moving forward. And again, you know, moving down the line, we will be getting multiple camera angles and everything like that for each match, at least hopefully anyways. And yeah, that's going to be about it for this one. So until the next one, guys, have a fantastic day. Peace.